Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Tim Friend. It's time once again to go on hopefully what ends up being a little spree of boss killing. We're gonna go up against, I'm thinking, so we could go against the Brigand 8-pounder, which would get us some deeds, which we needs. Got the needs for deeds. But the Demon's Cauldron, which I'm okay with. I really hate that plus 15% stress modifier on there, but the plus 40% debuff skill chance would be nice for our friggin' Gaiet and 2 Chains who can't seem to land the frickin' things when I need them to. On the other hand, we got the Swine Prince, who does not give us deeds. He does give us portraits. And the Restraining Padlock, which, while great, we only have one abomination anyway. But would be good if we got another abomination, then we wouldn't have to keep swapping it between the two. I believe we don't have another abomination, at least. All we've got is Baynard. You know what? Let's do the Swine Prince. We've got the team. We've got the time. Let's make it happen, Captain. Last time, when I killed bosses, it went really well. I can only assume that this will go poorly, but I do have, once again, a fairly tricked-out team of adventurers. Even though Azor is a new party member, she came in at Resolve level 2 with every skill upgraded and all of her weapons and armor upgraded as far as they can go, which saves me a bunch of money. Part of the reason we're doing these bosses, like, we've got fucking an interesting situation when it comes to like our roster. I love this cleaver, that it's sort of like rotted metal. That's cool. Anyway, our roster is interesting because of the fact that we have almost equal mixes. Ooh, a dinner cart. Put that medicine on it. What are we gonna get? It's food! Yes, finally we can eat these corpses. Don't read books. Books are bad for you. So we've got a relatively equal, a real phrase that exists, number of adventurers at all three sort of resolve tiers. This being most of our heroes at the tier 1 imports resolve, and then we've got a fair few people at the second tier, what is it, veteran? Is that what it's called? Veteran tier? And then now we've got a fair few people at the highest tier. The problem is our people at the highest tier, I don't... trust is the wrong word, but I don't believe in because they don't have their shit ready yet. They don't have their fucking, they have their skills upgraded all the way. They don't have their weapons and armor upgraded all the way. And I'm very afraid, both in general and of the highest tier of dungeons. I have very, very little experience going in there. And that's me guessing that I've done it before. That's not me going, yes, I remember having gone in there in those very hard level dungeons before. It's me going, I'm pretty sure I did, and I don't remember playing much after doing that, which probably meant that I had a bad time in there. So that's fun, we're having a good time. Let's judgment this swine wretch, because it's going to be singularly difficult to get at the person in the very back. Though that's not going to matter too much for the boss itself. It's going to matter a bit for the combats, the encounters leading up to the boss. Let's just freaking Hulk smash through this pig lord and slice off this. Should we slice off this friend? Let's harvest them, actually, just in case. We can put a bleed. We got rid of that corpse. That will let Baynard go after this pig if we need Baynard too. And now that corpse is gone, so this pig is right here on the front lines. We're having a good time with this pig. I think I'm just going to judgment it to death, though. Very good, Azor. Azor hitting with the spectacular hits. Very accuracy. What's this crazy bone altar, huh? Oh, it infuses me with great power. Plus 15% damage, 10 accuracy, 5 crit. What an incredible altar. You know what? Let's like easy top 5 altars of all the altars I've been to. That's easy top 5. Don't love this compulsive behavior that Azor is showing. I'll certainly, like, I wanted to throw Azor in the sanitarium to get rid of compulsive because of how compulsive it makes them. I know, it's a real shocker, but the sanitarium was freaking full by the time I had that realization. And since I didn't want to go in with my higher tier, and my lower tier, like Cormet, as you may remember, was having a bit of a bitch of a time in our previous adventures by just getting stressed the heck out all the time, forever. I forgot that we have Iron Swan. God, that's good. So we can kill this madman, hopefully, before it even gets a good strong yell off at me. Baynard doing stuff. If the whole team doing great. We're hitting with attacks. We're killing opponents. We're rolling just enough, or we have our stuff upgraded to the point where rolling just enough is easy to do. Man, what? I'm sorry. That sentence kind of crept away from me. I'm sorry about that. Please forgive me. Damn, look at that. Okay, so that's a weird number. I was like, what the fuck? Plus 34% damage? But it's because we've got, I think we have Battle Ballad up? No, we don't have Battle Ballad up. Why the fuck did he have plus 34%? Maybe it's from the crit? I don't know. Makeshift dining table. What if we medicine on it? Hell yeah. Medicinal herbs, man. Works on fucking everything in this dungeon. Well, while we're here, should we just roll over here and fight this treasure? No. Excuse me. I think actually the play is to go fight the boss and then camp, and then clear out the rest of this place if we can. Because we're doing great. Our objective is to kill the boss. If we somehow screw that up by getting into a real bucket of fisticuffs with another group, then we will fail our objective, and that'll make me sad. That'll make me have tears come out of my eyes, and I certainly don't want that, and I'm sure you don't want that either. It's gross. But it's something that we all have to deal with. Is when tears come out of Tim Friend's eyes. Whew, got something going on in my nose. I'll figure it out. It was making my voice do a little hum, do a little viv, or at least it felt like it in my own head. I thought that was weird. I relatively recently learned that, I think like a couple of years ago, that part of the reason we sound weird to ourselves, excuse me, like when you hear your own voice, and you're like, ugh, that's what I sound like? That's a real thing, that's valid. But it's because you're hearing your voice resonating through your body, through your skeleton, through your meat, vibrating your bones, and most importantly, vibrating your eardrums and stuff like that. Vibrating the ears, because sound is just vibrations. Remember, keep up with me, people. I don't know why I turned on the light. There's no way in hell we can surprise the Swine Prince! Look at this big, gross one. Alright, so, the mechanic of this one, an accident given form, blundering mountain of hatred and rage. God, it's good. So it's like a pig Frankenstein fuck-up. It's got the Swine Prince, and he got Wilbur. He's got Wilbur. So what Wilbur do is he just marks a couple of people, and that's it. That's all he do. He just chills and directs the Swine Prince. So you'd think, all right, easy. Let's kill Wilbur. No. The answer is no. You do not kill the Will. You don't kill the Wilbur. All you do is just lay into the Swine Prince with everything you got. Because if Wilbur dies before the Swine Prince dies, then you're gonna have a very bad time. It's not gonna be good for you. You're gonna dislike it. The Swine Prince goes bananas without his little friend Wilbur here to help him out. So just endure whatever damage the Swine Prince is going to do to you. Make sure to go in with an extremely overleveled party so you can really just fuck some shit up. Just judgment for damage if you have to. He's got no dodge. He's got no protection. He's got, like, no resistances to bleed, blight, or debuff. You just can't move him and can't stun him. So just wail on him. It's just damage. Just go nuts. And eventually, he will die. He does rock in with a pretty good 132 health. But shit, that was very nice. We didn't even have, like, a dodge buff? We're just fairly dodgy by ourselves, I guess. Anyway, let's stack some bleeds on him. Do whatever we can with our jester support. And just, Jesus, pleases Baynard. These crits and craps, they hit so hard. He's got like plus 54% damage for 2 rounds. I think that's from the crits. It's nuts. It's banana sandwiches. And he's not even going to need it because everyone else is going to kill the Swine Prince before the Baynard gets another turn at it. Obliterate masses. Jokes. It's jokes. So maybe the Swine Prince does not have good accuracy. So if you're rolling with dodge tanks, then you're not going to take any damage. Or maybe I'm getting fantastically lucky, which is possible. But considering my last spout of my recent spouts of bad luck, I do not feel that this would be the case. I think that I got lucky in bringing the right people to do the right job, and also using my own knowledge of the fight. To make me not kill Wilbur, because that is a mistake to do. So now that Wilbur is on his own, he's just a little guy. He's got a pretty decent amount of dodge, but with our over-leveled people, he should still go down easy. I think all he's going to do is yell at us. Yeah. So he does a big yell called Squeal that has a chance to stun, and I believe it does stress damage. That's if I'm remembering correctly. It's been a while. Oh, we got a sacrificial cauldron. Just really ready to fucking deck out our occultists here. The Warrior's Bracer gives us plus 10% damage on melee skills and a subtract from our dodge. Let's throw away this bandage for the cauldron. I mean, shit. We have so much freaking food that I'm just gonna throw some of it in the garbage can. There we go. Yeah, continue adventuring. Let's keep it going. We want to go up here. We want to try to get a skeleton key. If we can get a skeleton key, ooh, boy, I would love to get one for this secret door right here. If we end up not getting one, you know what? That's fine. I'll just be a little bit sad. What's in the bag? It's nothing. Great. Well, hopefully this curio's got some shit for us. Yeah, fucking bring on the Hunger Game. Bring on the Hunger Games. I don't care. I got so much fucking food. You gave me so many food curios, game. I don't give a dunk. And we're surprising everyone. Is Darkest Dungeon apologizing to me? Is it saying that it's sad for what it did? I'm gonna start believing that. I'm gonna believe it's got a conscience on it. Though it did have a patch, like today or yesterday or something like that. There was a DLC that came out for it called The Butcher's Circus, which is fantastically on-brand naming, but also apparently it's PvP for Darkest Dungeon. You can roll teams in and have them fight other teams. What a wild concept for Darkest Dungeon. It was apparently announced on April Fool's, which is even funnier because people thought it was a bit. People thought it was a goof, but it is not a goof. It's a real thing, and it exists here in Darkest Dungeon. Am I gonna play it on Tim Friend? No, that's not my deal. This is not a place for me to get angry at people on the internet. This is a place for me to have a nice time with people on the internet. For me to talk with a smile on my face. For me to read comments with a smile on my face. For me to play games with a smile on my face. And if I'm playing against randos, boy howdy, that is not what is going to happen. You'll get to see Tim Fiend. Was it Tim Fiend? I already can't remember. But you'll see my dark machinations bear their terrible fruit as I become a worse person due to my own shame at losing against other people. Ooh, now we just get to let the bleeding take its course. Slowly, gently, this is how a life is taken. There we go. Get out of here, you big galoofs. Did not want the food. Will eat the food. Where? I guess we can take the food. It just didn't matter. The money, though, I would like in place of these citrines. These citrines are garbage. This curio will probably harm us in some way, so I'm just gonna ignore it. Let's go. So if we go back, yeah, we're just gonna head back down here to the former boss room and head east from here to room battle with treasure. So we can have this fight and this curio and this treasure, and fingers crossed get a skeleton key out of there. If we don't, then we'll start wrapping around here, check out these couple of curios, check out this one. Just try our best, because we can get so much effing money out of those secret rooms that it would be a crime not to do so. And it's a medium-length dungeon, so if we get a shit ton of stress, as is already being the case, wow, how did that get up that high without me noticing? Jingo Kringo, ha-ta-ta, that's just so much freaking stress. Jester, Neufmarsch, play me a song. Play a song for Azor. You know she needs it to calm down in these troubling times. Play me a song. I'm stressing. I'm not, actually. I talked recently in my Pokemon Blaze Black 2 Nuzlocke run, contender for most adjectives. Most adjectives in a Let's Play series title. But about having empathy and how it's important to have empathy with yourself. And yesterday I had a nice big talk with Julia Friend about us sort of realizing, like, why we were feeling the way we were feeling. I think it was really productive. Hopefully she feels the same. But I mean, I don't know why she would keep something like that. Oh my God, what if she is keeping? But yeah, it felt very productive in sort of figuring out reasons behind why we were feeling the way. And I'm not feeling stressed right now. I'm feeling okay. It's been a busy day, certainly. Like I just got off work. Like right before I got off work, which is easy. Like I work from home, so I just logged out of the computer I remote into. But from logging out of that, I just sort of pulled the mic over and got booted up Darkest Dungeon and did a little bit of admin in the Hamlet, and here I am. I'm playing. Jesus Christ, that was a crit for 30? Fucking go off. Damn. But yeah, it's been busy. Because after this, then I've got to record even more Pokemon, because I got interrupted during my last session. So when you hear this, it will have already come out, and you'll be like, what the fuck, record more Pokemon? But it's Fire Emblem Julia mode right now, and it is, I agree with you. Or you're watching this far enough in the future that it's all irrelevant. But yeah, I gotta record more today. And I gotta fucking look up some shit. For my job that is off hours, out of hours, whatever the term is, off the clock. That's what I gotta do. Gotta do a little bit of work off the clock tonight, but it's okay, because we were, I don't know why I'm feeling okay about it today. I guess I mean I had a good day at work. There was a problem that I've been having that I've just been slamming my face against time and time again, because I've been doing stuff with programming, with the SQL, structured query language, as it is called, and so I've been banging my head against the problem for like a week and a half, and I finally figured that out on Tuesday, and that made me feel real good. Because I was feeling pretty fucking bad about it over the weekend. Did not like, well, not over the weekend, but like as soon as I rolled in again on Tuesday, I was like, oh, fuck me, this sucks so bad. Because it was stupid. It didn't fucking make any sense. It makes sense now, but I felt real stupid, and I didn't want to go to, like, I don't know. I'm not great at asking people for help with my human mouth. And, you know, that is not, like, the greatest habit to have, not, like, the greatest trait to have, but it's real. And the more of a stranger I am to someone, the less comfortable I am. I mean, I don't know. Like, obviously, like going to a store and being like, I would like to pay for this product, is arguably asking for help from a stranger. I can do that. But like, I hate going into a store and being like, hey, do you have the this? Or where is the this? Like, I don't want to bother anyone. I just want to go and find it myself. Frick. Like, if I can't find it, I'm stupid. So I should go try to find it. What's wrong with you, Tim? So yeah, that's sort of where my brain goes. But yeah, I don't want to ask, like, my boss for help with a problem. That's part of the reason I have a job, is that my boss cannot do all the stuff that he needs to be done. He's too busy to do the stuff that he makes me do. You know? And so if I go back to them, it's just, that feels redundant and also shameful. What if I look stupid in front of someone? Ugh, it's the ultimate bad. It reminds me of like how I was as a person, as a friend in general, through like the end of high school to like, oh, we can burn this, if I'm remembering correctly. Burn it? No effect. Well, I don't want to read anything that's written on tanned human flesh. That's gross. Get out of here, human flesh. Just because you're tanned doesn't mean you're healthy. You're human flesh. Well, this is fucking nothing. Okay, well, we're gonna have a fight over there. Let's use our firewood to get rid of some of our stress. But yes, so I was bullied a statistically significant amount in middle school. Specifically middle school. I say because I was not bullied that much in high school, but I did have the perception of being bullied in high school. I was so sort of ready to be bullied that let's stress out the Hellion, because then we can have her reject the gods, which brings in general people's shit down. And then you can't do it to yourself, can you? No. That's 20% stress. No one's religious except for you and the leper and the crusader. It's nothing. It's nothing. Well, let's prevent a nighttime ambush. That's always helpful. Minus 20% stress for 4 battles. That's pretty good. Let's do your Eldritch Blood. But yeah, I had the perception of being bullied, and it sort of made me be very defensive in a constant way. And so whenever I would perceive an attack, I would assume that yes, or like I would see attacks where none existed, basically. So I would be very defensive in my interactions with people, and assume that any person who, usually another kid, another student, who was talking to me was trying to bully me in some way, unless they met some kind of fucking, I don't know, some kind of fucking requirement or some shit. Like, I've made friends in high school, and I love most of them to this very day. But regardless, why was I talking about this? Very defensive, perceived of being bullied. That's how I've been. But I've worked on this. Like, I have made strides in not being as defensive, because this was a thing that like damaged relationships with friends to a non-trivial degree. This was something that harmed my relationship with Julia to a non-trivial degree, and to other people as well, even my family. Just because I became this sass monster, would be putting it very, very childishly, but I would just sort of react sassily, and then get real, like, cutting. Just be a real bad person. And be really rude and impolite to people, just because I was worried that my sort of social status was being degraded, when it was not. When people were outputting like the same level of teasing that I would output. I would just ramp it up into being a ding-dong. And I shouldn't have, but I did anyway. But I'm doing it less. Why the fuck am I talking about this? I could not tell you. But we beat the boss. We barely had to camp. This was a fantastic journey. We're gonna have a big, long drop. I mean, ennui is hardly the worst disease that Azor could have, but having a disease... Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking do that. Yeah, so we could go to the Butcher's Circus, which is a PvP event, to relieve 10 stress from all heroes. No, we're not gonna do that, but thank you for trying. I don't think that event should come up if you haven't purchased the DLC. That's mean. Unless it's not actually replacing another event. Like if we're getting no event, and it's like, yeah, here's the fucking Butcher's Circus DLC. Get it. Be there. Be there or don't. 2 diseases? Man, it's gonna take Azor friggin' forever. I don't want a dark temptation. I mean, fucking Jesus Christ, these are all terrible. These are all things where it's like, I'm gonna look at this shit that's gonna fuck me up. It's gonna be incredible. Oh man, look at it. It's amazing. I'm so disturbed by this. I hate that. I'm gonna have to throw them right into the fucking sanitarium for like 4 weeks in a row, or days, or times. 4 times in a row. Do you only pray? Is that your thing? Knife March is fine. Corbiere could probably go for another friggin' for a meditate. Just because. And let's see who we got. Who we can throw on the chopping block. Not you, Ba. Or what the fuck's your name? Contaville? Contaville? I mean, Contaville, you could. Contaville? You could be a front ranker. It would be nice to have another front ranker. Cormet, I want to throw you in the sanitarium, bud, because of how stressed you get when you run into a person. And it's like, you know, pot, kettle, etc. But still, man, you gotta do me a little bit better than this. Touch It? Was Touch It someone I wanted to throw in there? Paranormania. Zoophobia is pretty bad. There's a lot of beasts out there. Bugs, spiders, jellyfish. Just a lot of stuff we don't want. Let's get rid of... I mean, this sucks. This is nothing. We don't need that. And I don't want this. So get out of there. Dodgy Sheath. That's... be a way to help have like a melee focused whatchamahoozit. Highwayman. That's the term. Anyway, back to here. So we got Condavi, got Bornavi, our Dogamancer. We got Gaiet, our like big old air quotes, most trustworthy healer. Who else? Well, we got Nailond. We got enough people to roll for like the Necromancer if we want to roll for the Necromancer. I don't love how I'm not at like a max level. Ooh, the Youth Chalice. Plus 20% max HP. That's no fucking joke. Minus 10% damage. I don't care. Like, the Vestal is not necessarily a damage class. Ooh, a Bright Tambourine. Minus 25% stress if torch above 75. What is a stress skill? What does that mean? Plus 20% stress skills? What are that is? Tell me, Video Jame. Ooh, Protective Collar, plus 12 dodge, plus 15% damage. Now that is interesting. Combining that with like the cudgel, the stunning cudgel, that like helps make the Houndmaster into like a support tank, because then we could roll the Houndmaster up front with the stun and the Hound's Harry, where it hits everyone with a little bit of bleed, and the heal self. Like that's not bad actually. Guard dog, okay, all right, okay. Guard ally, buff self plus 10 dodge. Houndmaster tank? Houndmaster tank? That's wild. Okay, so look, it's like a back rank tank? Bank rank the tank? I mean, Most of its stuff work, like Cry Havoc only works in the back too. But that is interesting. I have never even considered that. Ooh, a camouflage cloak, very good. Plus 15 dodge if torch above 75, which I always try to have. Minus 20% stun resistance is a bummer in the summer. The Chirurgeon's Charm is real good too. Focus Ring I could do. Plus 10 accuracy, plus 5% crit. Not bad, especially on someone who's not going to be dodging shit anyway, like a leper or like a whoozy what's it man at arms. But we don't have the team to go for that brigand 8-pounder right now. The inchoate flesh, we don't want that one anyway. Why am I even looking at these things? Well, it's because I'm sort of vamping for time. Well, next time on Tim Friend, I think we're gonna go for this protective collar. Ooh, mysterious. Wow. I mean, okay, wait. We got Bourneville, got Nailon, Gourmet's in the Thing Jam. All right, next time on Tim Friend, I'll do a little bit of admin, and then we'll go for this protective collar for the Houndmaster, a person I didn't know could be a tank. Bye, everybody.